So I'm an artificial intelligence researcher at Duquesne University, and I spend all day tinkering with the latest and greatest AI tools. I've probably used over 50 tools at this point to help me in my work as a student, and I can't believe that most of them are completely free. So I went ahead and compiled a list of the top 10 free AI tools that have helped supercharge my productivity and creativity. And stick around to the very end because I'll be revealing the #1 most useful tool that I've found. If you're like me, you have a million interests and you're curious about tons of different things, but you really just don't have time to explore them all. That's why I started using Tailor AI to tell me exactly which websites, blogs, and YouTube channels I should be following to get the content that I'm interested in. Using Tailor AI is super simple too. You simply go to the website and it will ask you what you're interested in. For this example, I'm choosing artificial intelligence, cooking, and fitness, things I'm actually interested in. It will then generate for you automatic news articles and websites that fit within those interests, which is awesome because you don't have to go looking for them. It delivers it right to you. At any time, you can go back and edit your interests. So if you're curious about a new thing or your interests are changing, it's no problem at all. You can literally just go in and select new interests or websites. Not only is Tailor AI completely free, but they also have an iOS app, so you can take it anywhere you go. Trust me, Tailor AI has been an absolute lifesaver when combating information overload. So one of my least favorite parts about being a college student is having to reply to a boatload of emails. And it sucks because I'm normally just repeating like the same generic things over and over again, but I have to do it. That's why I started using TextBlaze AI to cut down the time I spend on email by half by automatically generating snippets. You might be asking yourself, what's a snippet? Well, I'm about to show you. When you go to textblaze.com, it'll ask you to type in a snippet, which is basically just text that you repeat over and over again. It will automatically save it. It'll ask you to provide a shortcut. In this example, I'm using /mail. So then next time you're typing out an email and you want to use that generic closer or that phrase of text you normally do, as soon as you type in the shortcut, it'll automatically generate the text. This one has saved me so much time and frustration because I don't have to type out the same things over and over again. I have like 10 snippets of things that I commonly say, so if you can tailor it to your own interests, it can save you a lot of time. Now, if you're anything like me, you love having an organized to-do list and knowing exactly what you're doing in any given moment. But you've also experimented with multiple ways to manage your time. You've tried Post-it notes, online calendars, productivity apps on your phone. Nothing really seems to stick. That's why I started using BeforeSunset AI to plan out my days and actually get feedback on how I'm spending my time. BeforeSunset allows you to create to-do lists and tag them into certain categories, like relationships or school. This way you can keep track of exactly what you need to do. It also has an AI feature which can break down big tasks that you define into subtasks. That way you don't have to expend the brain power of figuring out the different steps for these large goals you have. I find this to be a really useful feature, especially in school projects when it's kind of unclear of what direction you want to go in. Also, BeforeSunset AI allows you to track certain metrics, like your time spent on tasks and things like work-life balance. It really is an amazing way to keep track of your time, and if things like Post-it notes haven't worked for you before, BeforeSunset AI might be the thing that sticks. And the greatest part about BeforeSunset AI, like all the other tools on this list, is that it's completely free. So if you're looking to up your organization and productivity skills, definitely give this one a try. Hold up. I'm gonna let you finish. But I wanna say that if you like this video, I will write you a personal love letter. I'm a new creator and it would mean the absolute world for me. And I'm not lying. If you like this video, I will write you a letter. But anyways, moving on to the next tool. So I'm a junior in college and I just started doing real research this year. And let me tell you that reading and trying to understand scientific papers can be an absolute nightmare. I swear those scientists use the biggest and hardest to understand words just to feed their own ego. That's why when I stumbled on SciSummary, it was an absolute lifesaver, as it allows you to automatically summarize and give you the key points of scientific research articles. That way I don't have to scan through like the entire article. It just gives me the important stuff that I need to know so that I can act on it in a better and more effective manner. Using SciSummary is super simple. Just go to the website and upload the link or the file to the research paper. You can choose things like the summary length or the language it's in, and it will automatically generate for you a perfect summary of the key points. But it also has additional functionality. If you go to the bottom, it'll show you the keywords from the article and you can actually ask it what the keywords mean and it will define it for you. So if you really don't understand one of the most important words in the article, you can quickly find out. This is awesome. It'll also split things out for you, like the references, the charts, any recommendations in the article. So if there's anything specific or important you're looking for, you can find it within the SciSummary webpage. If you're a student, researcher, or someone who's just curious and reads a lot of research articles, this one is an absolute lifesaver. There is a paid along with a free version, and this actually might be one of the ones I recommend getting the paid version because this tool is so useful. Now, I'm sure most of you have heard of this one, but Grammarly is an absolute certified classic. It has been my crutch since high school in writing good papers. If you've been living under a rock and have no idea what Grammarly is, it's basically an AI tool that analyzes your writing and gives you suggestions on improving your conciseness, your grammar, and your voice, which allows you to focus on the actual writing and not worrying about stupid things like, is this a run-on sentence, or am I using too many commas? And using Grammarly is super intuitive. You just paste in your writing and it will automatically generate for you all the things you need to fix, whether that be grammar or some more nuanced things like the conciseness of your paper. If you upgrade to the paid version, it will give you even more specific recommendations like how to fix sentence structure and how to make your voice sound better pertaining to the paper. It also has an AI assistant where you can ask it certain things about your paper. You can ask it things like giving you a better argument in your writing or to provide counter arguments to your writing. That way you can make your paper even stronger, both in the grammar realm, but also the actual content realm as well. Grammarly is super useful for so many things. And the best part is that Grammarly literally keeps getting better with every AI advancement. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I'd say now is the time. Now this next AI tool is great for those of you out there that either suck at making PowerPoints or just aren't that good at design and usually make crappy looking presentations. With Gamma AI, you can make automatically generated presentations and slide decks without half the effort of using PowerPoint or Prezi. To use Gamma AI, it's going to start by asking you what kind of presentation you want to make and in what manner. So for this one, I'm going to have it generate a new one from scratch. I'm going to tell it that I want it to be about AI and the dangers of AI, although you can specify really anything you want. Then it will generate an outline for you and you can go in and tinker with this outline if there's something that you don't really like and specify it to your making. After that, it will ask you to pick a theme, so you can go through which color schemes you like and what kind of design sticks out to you. After you choose your theme, it's going to automatically generate for you the presentation. Not only will it give you the design, it'll actually write the content for you, which is amazing. You can even go in and ask the AI for specific recommendations. Like for this one, I asked it to include resource links in the introduction. Then you can go straight to the presentation mode, so you don't even have to export it. I mean, come on now. AI has literally slain PowerPoint where it stands. It really does show the power of AI in actually helping you be more creative and communicating too. So I'm positive you've heard of this next tool, but it still remains so incredibly useful in so many ways, and it is completely free, which is OpenAI's ChatGPT. With ChatGPT, you can ask it almost any text-based question, and it will return for you an intelligent answer based on your prompt. To use ChatGPT, you just go to the OpenAI website and log in. You can ask it any question you want. I personally like to ask it for coding questions. So in this example, I'm asking for it to build a framework for a reusable classifier in Python. And as you can see, it's going to automatically generate the code and even give me comments so I can go in and understand the code too. That way I can actually learn. This is super useful for any sort of technical or coding requirement or project you're working on, and it can be an absolute lifesaver. But that's not all. You can also ask it for things like essays and writing scripts. In this way, you can also use it for more creative uses and not just technical uses. ChatGPT is so versatile, and that's what makes it such a powerful AI tool. If you're looking for the most bang for your buck, this free AI tool is probably top of the list. It's so versatile and powerful, and that's why it's also one of the most popular. Now this next AI tool helps out with one of the most dreaded parts of hunting for a job in the United States, which is drafting your resume. If you're like every single American out there, optimizing your resume is both one of the most time-consuming and frustrating parts of the job hunting process. Thankfully, a bunch of smart researchers made ResumeWorded AI, which will automatically improve your resume with AI insights. Let's check it out. It's going to start by asking you what kind of person you are, whether you're applying for an entry-level role or something like a mid-level position. Then it will ask you to upload your current resume. It'll take about a minute to parse the information, but once it does, it'll give you a detailed breakdown of everything in your resume and give you personalized feedback on things. I used my own resume here, and as you can see, it actually wasn't that good, which is super useful to know because now I can go through and improve it. I needed to include things like more concrete numbers in my education and use more powerful words. But it's also great because you can go in and do a line-by-line analysis, and it will actually let you know if every single line in your resume is good or bad, and give you personalized feedback on what position you're applying for. This makes making a good resume so much easier than it has been in the past. This tool is amazing because I personally thought my resume was good, but using the power of AI, it gave me so many things that I could improve upon, which could be the difference between landing your dream job and getting a flat-out rejection letter. So if you're struggling in this domain, definitely check out ResumeWorded AI. It is one of the most useful and cool tools on this list. So I'm gonna be straight up, I suck at design. Like as a little kid, I loved drawing, I loved coloring my book, but I was never very good at it. So that's why anytime I have to do anything creativity related in my schoolwork, I absolutely adore using Canva. I'm a Canva mega fan, and I will shamelessly endorse them even without sponsorship. Although I'm all ears, Canva. For example, I use Canva to make all my YouTube thumbnails. You can just upload an image of yourself and use automatic AI tools like the background remover to remove the background with you without any Photoshop or any hassle. Then you can import photos and make a cool background. You can adjust the positioning of the layers so that you can stand in front of the photo, and even do things like adjust the blurriness. You can choose from a list of custom word fonts and actually tinker with the colors, the line spacing, pretty much anything you could think of. There's so many customizable options in Canva, and it makes making a really cool thumbnail super simple, even for those of us who are not artistically inclined. They even have AI apps like an automatic image generator so that you can prompt it for things and it will give you images based on your prompt. Posters, presentations, graphics, you name it, Canva can do it. If you don't use Canva already for anything you do that's artistically related, you should definitely check it out because this combination of functionality and AI tools make it an amazing product. So I showed you earlier how to get the most important findings out of research articles, but one of the hardest parts is actually finding the articles and resources in the first place. And that's where Feedly AI steps up to the plate, allowing you to intelligently search for information and resources that you're looking for. They claim to speed up research by over 70%, which is really crazy if you think about it. To use Feedly AI, you're simply going to go into their webpage and it's going to ask you for things like your favorite websites. For this example, I'm choosing artificial intelligence and specifically Medium because I love looking at articles on Medium. Once you do that, you can actually go through and browse the articles that you're specifically interested in right in the app. But you can also make customized feeds, which will allow you to monitor important things on the internet that you're researching or wanting to look into. For example, I'm going to choose my university, Duquesne University, and see what it has to say. After a little bit, it's going to generate the most important pressing articles on the things I tell it to do. As you see, it's going to take a minute to load, but then it's going to generate a list for me of important research articles or website links that I can use for whatever I want. It'll allow you to read the article within the app, or you can actually go to the website itself to view it. This AI tool pairs well with a lot of the other AI tools on this list and is an absolute must if you're a student or researcher. Honestly, Feedly AI's intelligent search is just another example of the inevitable demise of the classic Google search. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed our time together. If you're sad that it's over, do know that I have plenty of other artificial intelligence videos on my channel that I know you'll love, so feel free to check them out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.